Welcome to Freaky Fauna Friday, where every Friday we take a little time and explore some of the freaks of nature from around the planet we cherish so deeply. So please, jump aboard and let's explore the wilds together. Oh, welcome back. Today,
For Freaky Fauna Friday, welcome back. It's Friday.
Today's Friday. I'm the great and peaceful Mr. E.
And I'm Jay.
And, by the way, there were some ads on the show that were apparently inappropriate on Freaky Fauna Friday.
Oh, no.
So I pulled all of them. I just pulled all ads off it.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. One was like a cocaine company.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know. So I apologize to the emailer, and I just pulled all the ads off them. But it happens about once a year, and I think it's like an update to the ad contract where I have to go back through and I have to there's like literally like a list of like 500 things. I have to go find
the
what
bad
it is.
ones?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, I don't know.
I had to pull a bunch more off of Cryptocorn too.
It's like they're trying to, I don't know. They know we're a family-friendly show.
Well, we are the odd group. They are just trying to make money.
Well, yeah. Well, at our expense, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
with dirt, it costs us our reputation.
Yeah. So
Ridiculous.
an apology to everybody out there. And
Yes.
I'll apologize in the main show when we record that too. But yeah, I think I fixed it. Just so everybody knows. If you hear any more out there, please email us.
Email us and let us know.
I will pull them as soon as I find them. But literally, it's like a list of like 500 little check boxes.
Yeah.
And I got to go through and find what the ad was about. So if you do have a bad ad, please tell me what it was about too, because that'll kind of help me
Narrow
find
it down
it.
or find it, yeah.
because it's hidden. All right. So the great and powerful Jay.
No, you're
has
the great and powerful, peaceful.
done. I know. That's why I said you're the great and powerful.
there's no
has done an episode for us for Freaky Fauna Friday. So are you guys excited for this? He's been telling me for I think 2.5 weeks now that you've had this ready to go.
Yeah. So this is Freaky Fauna Friday, brought to you by Just Jay today. Not my specialty this show, but
You are all excited.
yeah, I am. So today we're gonna do a fly,
Okay.
a very specific fly,
Good.
the petroleum fly.
Okay.
Do you know anything about this one? Huh?
No.
All right. Any questions? Any
Oh,
questions?
tons. I'll let you go first.
I'm going to try to do my best version of you for this. Any questions? Any thoughts? All right, let's get to it.
I'm going to let you go a little bit before I ask questions.
Okay. So the petroleum fly, and I don't know how to say the scientific name.
I think you, in practice a second ago, I think you did a pretty good job of it.
Heliomia.
Heliomia is how I would say it.
Heliomia.
Petrolii.
Petrolii, yes. Which petroleum fly. So what makes these things special?
That literally means flying. I think it means flying petroleum bug.
I think so.
Is roughly what that translates to.
I know petrolii is definitely petroleum. It's basically the same word. So these flies, what makes them special is that the larvae of these flies feed on dead insects and other arthropods that become trapped in naturally occurring petroleum pools, making them the only known insect species that develops in crude oil, a substance which is normally highly toxic to all insects. So they're the only ones.
As far as we know.
As far as we know. And mostly it's the petroleum pits in California.
Yeah, that's what I have. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, what'd you have?
Yes, only California.
That's where they found these things, yeah. So that's pretty...
Their only natural habitat, as far as we know right now, is several small petroleum pools in California.
Yes.
They have, which I think you'll talk about later, become a nuisance other places.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Maybe you won't talk about later.
Maybe I won't.
You guys at home will never know because I won't tell you.
Right. Ain't that the fun of Freaky Fauna Friday?
Because the adults suck.
So these little flies are about 5 millimeters long with black bodies except for the lighter cheeks.
They are a weird looking fly. I got pictures pulled up.
And the halters are yellowish with white knobs.
What's a halter?
Funny you ask. I have that in my notes right here. They are a pair of small club-shaped organs on the body of 2 orders of flying insects that provide information about body rotations during flight. So to me, it's like our proprioceptors in our ears that kind of keep our balance. That's what these do with the flies. They kind of know what's up, what's down, and these are their balancing organs when they're flying. But yeah, they're yellowish with white knobs. The halters are.
Yeah.
Pretty.
They are weird looking. They are weird looking insects.
Any thoughts? Any questions?
Yeah. So, how long is the halters compared to the antenna?
Well, I'd imagine if I don't know how long their antennas normally are. I just know their halters are they're pretty small. It's a 5 millimeter long bug. I mean, it's small.
Do they have a lot of hair?
I don't think so.
They have a densely packed hair ridge between the eyes.
So there you go. I don't know about that. I didn't look into that much details.
I just thought that was funny. That it's just like I'm reading something also, everybody, just so you know.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'm getting most of my info just right off the wiki page.
Yeah.
For the most part.
It's just as funny that it was like
there's not a whole lot on these little flies.
No, they literally live in one place.
But I forget where I was. I was up late one night. I got home from work and I'm just sitting there, and somehow like I seen these petroleum flies, like the little bugs crawling around in the oil. Because if you look at videos of these guys, you'll see the little larvae. They got them on film and stuff, like crawling around the surface.
Well, I remember cryptocorn long time ago. We talked about some ligakeet worms that love petroleum and oil.
Oh, okay.
Remember oil pit squids?
Yeah, oil pit. Yeah.
Which I love listening to other podcasts about oil pit squids.
Yeah.
Because they don't make up. They theorize,
speculate
all kinds of other things that oil pit squids could have been.
Right. But it's probably.
But it's just because I'm a big believer it was ligakeet worms.
The cyanophores, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
They were just.
They don't colonize or whatever? Or?
They don't form a body, right?
That's what I meant, yeah.
Yeah, no, they wriggle into a tight pack for defense.
That's close enough.
But it looks like a brain with tentacles.
Right. You've seen them in like those videos where people would send the camera down their sewer lines.
Yeah, have you ever seen a brain
stuck to the side? It looks disgusting.
Then they stink.
Ugh.
Every time you're around them,
Ugh.
like it smells like ever smelled like a lot of blood?
That's a weird question. No, I don't think so.
Like at a butcher shop or whatever.
I guess, yeah, sure.
When we used to get our pigs processed. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not a stinky smell.
No, it's like being in Keystones.
Yeah, it's not a bad I don't enjoy the smell.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a toxic smell or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But they smell like a lot of blood. Like when you start getting them, because there's also stinky stuff also with them. But you're about to get into piles of ligakeet worms, and you're like, it smells like it was murder here.
It's if you look like a picture of these their larva, the part that crawl
larva.
Well, I was gonna say it looks like a turd, like a tiny turd.
Look up a horsefly larva; they look like that,
like crawling like a big turd, crawling around eating bugs in the petroleum.
Here's a fact: most fly species, or at least half of them, actually reproduce with water. Like they're considered aquatic insects, like horseflies and deer flies and all of that.
Okay.
So salt flies use brine pools to reproduce in. These guys use petroleum pools to reproduce in. So still using a liquid to reproduce. A lot of flies do that.
Okay. So they just substitute for petroleum.
Yeah, because there's an abundance of food.
And there's not many
predators.
No
predators. There's none. I'll say that the amount of animals that can live in petroleum is more than one, but not a big number.
Right. Yeah, it's you can probably count it on one hand.
Probably two. Yeah, I think I'm going to guess. Well, of animals you can physically see.
There you go, yeah. We're not getting microscopes out.
There's a lot of bacteria and stuff that love petroleum.
Right, because they got to eat something.
A lot of fungus love petroleum.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So you want to talk about larvas?
Oh, absolutely.
While the larvae normally swim near the surface of the oil with their tips of their air tubes out, the minutes point just below the surface film. They're able to submerge for long periods of time. So there's anything trying to eat them or mess with them, or if it's pouring rain or anything like that, they'll actually dive and hide in the oil. So corn flies breed in rotting corn pits in the water, and they call them mousies if you ever buy them at a bait shop because they look like maggots with a long mouse's tail. That's their breathing tube.
Huh.
So that's what they stick up out of the water. And when we used to pick them up as kids, we literally grab them by the tubes.
Pull them right out.
All you'd see. And as an adult, they're kind of gross because Dad would have us sit in basically corn pits.
Yeah, it's so gross, yeah.
But we go fish. They're great fishing bait. Their mating behaviors and egg deposit are still not described, but it is thought that the eggs are not laid inside the oil. The larvae leave only to pupate, traveling to the nearby grass stems and merge out of the pools. The whole development between newly hatched larvae and pupate takes place exclusively inside of petroleum. So nobody's ever witnessed this. Because I don't think anybody's really looked into it. Right. I don't think it's like a mystery of nature, as in like where eels breed.
Right, yeah.
Because it's hard to get to.
Yeah.
I just don't think nobody cares.
No.
Because they're kind of an isolated ecosystem that's not going anywhere.
Right.
So it's not like a random rainforest that's going to be destroyed next week.
They just know they're there.
It's a petroleum pit.
Good enough
gonna
for
be
them.
There.
Well, the larvae show up there. That's good enough for us.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, that was weird.
It was the computer. But they actually have to crawl out to pupate, to emerge into flies.
To actually turn into flies.
Yeah. Think about like dragonfly larvae. Like they crawl out and they normally go to a stem before they emerge into dragonflies.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. If you want to learn more about dragonflies, Freaky Fauna Friday.
Yeah, I think we have an episode on them.
Yeah, we did. The most accurate assassens or attackers.
The second highest predator ever, or most. I can't remember.
I think
which
the
one.
highest accuracy.
The larvae ingest large quantities of oil and asphalt, and their guts become seems to be filled with petroleum upon dissection. However,
Nutritional
experiments show that they subsist on animal matter present in the oil, which allows for quickly devouring. Although the oil can reach temperatures of 100 degrees Fahrenheit, the larvae suffer no ill effects from it, even with additional exposure to 50% turpentine, 50% xylene in laboratory experiment.
So basically, they're filled with petroleum and oil and stuff, but they don't seem to digest it or use it all.
They're not eating the oil. They're eating stuff out of the oil.
Right. But their body can like process it and go through it and I guess poop it out, but have no problems with it. Like it does not bother them at all whatsoever, which is pretty crazy. That's pretty resistant if you're literally just eating oil. You know, that gross stuff and nothing.
They also have a really unique bacteria in their guts. Heterophoric bacteria. Heterotrophic bacteria, however you say it.
Heterotrophic.
Which they have 200,000 estimated per larva. They have in their intestines. Scientists searching for these microorganisms are enzymes that function in an organic solution environment. The nitrogen-rich nutrients released into the gut make the environment with a pH of around 6.5 suitable for the development of these bacteria. There is no evidence that these bacteria contribute to the insect's physiology in any meaningful way. So literally, they are creating their own biome inside the petroleum.
That's pretty special.
And these bacteria is very unique and is being researched into.
I wonder how long. Never mind. I'll say before Bill Gates gets his hands on these flies.
William Trough talked about these guys as undoubtedly one of the chief biological curiosities of the world.
I think Thorpe.
Thorpe? I'd say Throp.
Thorpe.
I think Throp.
What? Thorpe.
Throp.
But so these guys, they were first discovered, in the La Brea tar pits near Los Angeles, California. And although the maggots were known to petroleum technologists many years earlier, so they knew about these things.
Well, because the guys were sucking up the petroleum to make oil and
right,
stuff.
And they had these bugs in there. Well, just get rid of them. But now if they study them, they know what they actually, they're being laid here. But the population is not considered endangered. The species has been since found in other locations where populations are considered sporadic.
So what this means is that, like I've said, their habitat is very, very small. There's I think 10 pools is what they're found in. The pools aren't going anywhere.
No.
They're not in danger of becoming extinct as far as we know, because the pits aren't going anywhere. So even though they're very low in number and hyper-specialized,
they're not in danger.
They're not in danger.
They're fine.
Nobody's sucking up these oil pits anymore.
And no one's harvesting these flies.
So they've become a problem in some oil refineries.
How so? What's the problem?
They are super annoying.
Are they clogging up stuff or what?
Yeah, that and you literally have rooms in these factories, these massive facilities. You've been in an oil refinery. They're absolutely massive.
Right.
That you open the door and there's millions of flies trying to get out.
Man, it'd be like a...
So you imagine you're in a dark, oily, stinky, massive facility.
And there's flies
You
everywhere.
open a door and a billion flies come out.
Yeah. I would imagine it's like the episode of Breaking Bad where there's a fly in the lab and he spends the whole episode trying to kill it.
Except
now
the whole air is flies.
There's a billion of them. I think these would drive Walter White just literally insane.
I told you, we'll talk about that after. I told you why the director said he put that in there, right?
Yeah, for filler. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why.
No, it was to show a physical exaggeration of his crumbling mental state.
Oh, that worked. It was making me crumble.
To show that his like ADHD, like he was like literally so close to snapping.
Yeah.
That a fly, like he like was literally going to lose it over a fly. It was to show that his psyche was like
on the fritz,
literally breaking. But yeah, any questions? Even though you did this,
no, that's
do
my
I have any questions?
Yeah, any questions for us, Mr. Peaceful E?
I'm just trying to look if there's anything.
This a little change of pace one, but a fly that reproduces or that lays its eggs in oil has its early stage of life, literally living in an oil pit. So there you go. It's the only bug I think that we know that does that.
There is a bee that is also very interested in synthetic compounds made by humans.
Okay. Well, we'll save that for another episode of Freaky Fauna.
I just seen it because I was reading on, and there's a connection with the petroleum flies and these guys.
What is it? What's the bee?
Okay, that doesn't have a common name.
Oh, okay.
Europhasia pupatara.
Ah, the old sweat bee. I made that up.
They may be in the same family. I doubt it, though. I doubt it.
But yeah, petroleum flies.
All right, I've been the great and peaceful Mr. E.
And I've been Jay.
Hopefully you've enjoyed this one.
Yes, and if you enjoyed this, you know what? Just get outside and before it gets too cold in the winter, even if it is a little cold, go outside and get some fresh air. Let that sun shine on your face because we need more vitamin D. We're all vitamin D deficient, and we need more sunlight and less chemicals for our body.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Freaky Fauna Friday. If you want to help the podcast grow, remember to share and give it a 5-star review.